Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Okay, if I'm feeling a little bit twitchy at the moment, it's because it's the third time I've started this video. Entertainment only because I can't remember what I've said because my guides are just channeling through me. If you hear them, Meister is the gruff male, Narin is the softly spoken male, and Surishin is the bubblegum chewing sassy young female. Speaking of guides, I just want to mention, so I'm ticking this off the list, told very clearly last night that the bear skin healing guide that looked after my mum amazingly well, and that also has been with me if I've ever gone in for surgery, and who I sent off to wrap Joe up in this massive bearskin with claws and everything. Her name is not Sorsha, it's Soka. So I do apologize. I was told very clearly last night that it was actually Soka. So Mongolian, amazing, amazing guide. So just putting that out there. I'm just going to get rid of a few things straight off the plate. Yes, I do feel that Barron did apply for Harvard and was rejected, which is why Felon 45 is so anti-Harvard. I also feel like Felon 45 may have applied as well, but didn't get it. Jake Tapper, what I'm getting is his actual book was ghostwritten. He didn't write it, but he's the front man, and he's getting paid a lot of money to be the front man of that particular book. And I do also feel that he might be angling for a position in a job. He's trying to desperately stay relevant, but more than that, I'm feeling he's angling for a job in the administration. It's not going to go well over for Jake Tapper. Okay. Oh, and North Korea. Oh dear, how sad. Never mind. Kim Jong-un watching this hugely expensive as the country starves. 500-ton, I believe, warship get launched, and it was damaged on the launching. So I suspect a few people are not going to have very good lives going forward if they are even alive in regards to that launching. Oh dear, how sad. Never mind. Thoughts and prayers. But what I really want to have a look at is that I think I said it last week or the week before, I can't remember, and I'm just going to say entertainment only if I didn't do that already. I've got my protection around me because this is really big. I said last week or the week before that everything is in play to take down this administration. Now, a couple of my beautiful viewers sent to me last night, and I believe it was Trevor from Scrying Out Loud that picked up on this TikTok video, a video of Felon 45 in Saudi Arabia having a meeting with a dude named Jerry Inzarello. If that's not an Italian mob name, I don't know what is. Some printed photographs were handed over. MBS standing in the background, grinning like a Cheshire cat, while Felon 45 looked very concerned at the photos that were the printout of the photos that were handed over. And in one, I've put the TikTok video in my post section for you guys to also have a look at. You don't need to be a member of TikTok to view it. Go to Meister Tarot under any video. It takes you to the main page, go to the post section, and you'll find it's about 8 minutes long. Flick through the first little bit, flick through the last little bit. But it's really, really interesting. You can see in one of the images that it was a photograph of Felon 45 back in when he was a younger man. Now, there's not a lot on the, and this is huge. He looked really concerned. He looked really worried. He took one of those paper printouts, put it in his suit pocket as if to get rid of it. Well, I hate to tell you, it's not gotten rid of. It was just a printout. Now, there's not much on the internet about this dude, Jerry Inzarello. Except for what he wants to be out there. But what I did find is that he is the group CEO of Diriyah Gate, which is a Saudi Arabia company that has about $63 billion project underway for the creation of a new city in Riyadh. Riyadh. Yeah, I apologise if I've got that wrong. Appointed by MBS, the Crown Prince. Now, this is the same Crown Prince that had Khashoggi unalived, so just be aware of the details, some of the details here. But what I did find out as I was doing a little bit more research on this Inzarello is that he's known Felon 45 for 40 years. Now, this is going back to the 80s, and if you think about the 80s, that was when, well, the Australian Federal Police said to Felon 45, no, you can't have a casino licence in Australia because you are up to your eyeballs in organised crime. But this is also peak Epstein years. Sorry, chills there. Peak Epstein years. It's also when I believe Felon 45 owned Miss World or Miss Universe or something along those lines. These are his peak trafficking, allegedly, underage girls, just vile years. Okay, so I want to have a look about what do we need to know about this? Now, I'm using my runic tarot. I know it's a really dark deck. This is just a really dark reading. Oh, and thank you for those who said happy birthday to me over the weekend. Yes, it was my birthday weekend, and I spent several hours over the weekend on the beach collecting sea glass. Love my sea glass. It's a really heavy bowl full now. So yeah, great way to unwind. So please, for your own sake, find these ways to unwind and take some mental time out from what's going on, because it's going to get wild. It's time to put the 4-point harness on. It's time to ensure that your roll bar is in place and take time out. This is so important that you don't immerse yourself in what's going on, because it's going to get worse before it gets better as the noose tightens. So I want to have a look. Now, I shuffled when I was starting the previous reading and then went, hang on, did I mention all these things or do I mention them again? So I'm being told not to continue shuffling. I was thinking about whether I do. So I want to have a look at what we need to know about Jerry Inzarello and these printouts that he gave Felon 45. So come on down. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And this is why I love this reader community, because we are nutting this out. All of us. None of us can cover anything, everything. We need to just link arms. Okay, starting from the top. I'm almost apprehensive. So what do we need to know about what Jerry Inzarello gave Felon 45? Oh, deck's upside down. This card actually jumped out while I was shuffling and I put it back in. I don't know what it means. This is the signifier. Is this inflammatory information about women? Is it an inspirational woman that comes forward and shares information? Let's see where this goes, because this is the signifier card. It is about feminine energy, divine feminine energy, but it's also about internal energy. For me, kings are about taking external action and queens are about taking internal action. So I think, yes, there was message passed on, inflammatory message passed on about women, about young women. Miss World, Miss Universe women, perhaps. But whatever it is, it's explosive. Okay, right. The second signifier, the challenge, is the King of Swords. Now, kings are externally doing. And he's drawn his sword. So the challenge is just getting told exposure. I'm getting told exposure. Wow. Okay. Boy, oh boy. The energy stewing in is the Five of Wands, the throwing under the bus. But again, it's a young woman that is tied to the post. This is explosive. Whatever this is that has been. Now, as pointed out in that TikTok video, there were cameras behind that would have seen and recorded. Okay, thank you. I'm getting that they were seized. I'm getting that that footage was seized. As it's again about the messaging, about young women, about defiant young women, but at the mercy. Oh, this energy is awful. Okay, in the past, it is the past. So this is what occurred in the past. Okay, I'm being drawn to the family, the fact that it's a family card, but the young child. When was Tiffany born? I'm feeling this was during the. I'll pop that down. I'll bring you up, pause you, and see when Tiffany was born. Hang on a sec. Okay, Tiffany was born 93, but Ivanka was born 91. Oh, sorry, 81. Could simply be the past, but it does feel around the time of the birth of one of his daughters in the past. So if they've known each other 40 years, that would have been, Tiffany would have been, Ivanka would have been 6. I'm feeling this is around the time of Tiffany's birth. Marla Marples, was that her name? Very, very short-lived. Okay. Ugh. This, absolutely. Four of Swords. It's about, again, internal contemplation potentially. But no, this absolutely end of the king. Because you've got the king out here in the longboat, flames on the longboat. Absolutely. Okay, because I am asking, what do we need to know about these pictures? Young women, take them down. Strategy too as well with this the challenges this King of Swords. I feel it happened during the era of when Tiffany Trump was conceived and born. And it's absolutely Four of Swords, take them down. Four of Wands in the immediate future, finding himself trapped by this. You've also got the figure here clinging to the young woman, finding himself trapped by this. And it's to do with young women. This feels actually really, really revolting. Absolutely blackmail. It's peak Epstein. That's what it is. And there is a photo here that is just put it in. He took it. But I'm feeling there were 3 pieces of paper, if I'm correctly. One of them was him with these people, but there was one of him in a really compromising position, and that's the one he took. And fours come just before fives. And if you have a look, 4 of 4, 5. And the fives are about the obstacles, the challenges, the really difficult position that needs to be gotten over. So the immediate future is finding himself trapped. The energy that it's all stewing in is about female bondage, young girls. Oh, please, bondage. Oh, boys, do you really have to tell me that? Okay. Externally, Hierophant, investigation, introspection, going within, isolation, externally. Internally, we've now got the Queen and King of Wands. Internally, the message has been brought to him and it is inflammatory. Absolutely. Hopes and fears. Now we've got the King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Swords. Hopes and fears. The fear is that this information will be made public. The outcome, the Lover's card. He has been trapped into this agreement. The Moon card, secrets that have not been revealed as of yet. Literally a fight of good versus evil here. Oh, look at these cards. The Empress, the outcome. 3 major arcana. The Empress. Now, I have often said the Empress, not just Russia, it's my Saudi card, it's my, who else is he tied to? This is downfall. Absolute, complete and utter downfall. What is in these photographs is explosive. And he is being blackmailed. I mean, we knew he was being blackmailed, but boy, oh boy, is he being blackmailed. If I go to the foundation, we've got the Chariot, movement forward, chaotic movement forward, military movement. Oh, military movement forward. Thank you. It's so incestuous. I think it's to do with military. Now, he then promised, what was it, $175 billion worth of military, something along those lines, to Saudi Arabia. Who does Saudi Arabia need military protection from, and why? It was very bizarre. 5 of Swords, abuse of power, betrayal, deceit, treason. The Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is on here, on this Empress card, the wheel turning. Judgment, facing judgment. But I do also feel, keep going, the inflammatory information coming forward, getting out there about the steal, the lies, the betrayal. We've got this King of Cups energy. If anyone knows who this King of Cups is, let me know. I thought because it was my Joe Biden card, but I'm feeling like it's been passed on from Joe Biden. When we find out who it is, we will know absolutely. I thought, oh, is it Obama? Nope, he's got no water energy in his sun, moon, rising. Neither has Buttigieg, neither has Waltz. I don't know who this King of Cups is. If you know who it is, now I do know Obama was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, surrounded by water. But this King of Cups is going to bring everything into focus and to an end. And it's not Pence. I thought, oh, is it Pence? I thought, is it Gore? No, it's none of them. So if you know who it might be, he's going to bring everything into focus and bring everything to a screeching halt. Oh, I didn't look to see if it was Miley, General Miley. Page of Wands, defiant information coming forward about treason and betrayal. It's going to bring about a huge cleansing and a new beginning. This is huge energy. Whatever this is, whatever is. So I want to have a look about, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is beyond holy crumbs. This is by crikey, holy fert energy. Show me how does Trump feel? How does Trump feel? Now, I know I've got my Meanings of the Ruins list here. I know I haven't consulted it. I'm just going by the images at the moment. But how's Trump feeling how's Trump feeling? Ace of Pentacles. Self-protection, perhaps. Big information, new beginning. Let's see, how's Trump feeling? How is the felonious work feeling? Okay, thank you. They've brought this out to say that he's feeling attacked. They want me to put it back, and they want that one on top. Okay, whatever. Because I changed my internal question to how did he feel at that moment where when he was shown these photographs. Okay. Boy, boy, you can't make this up. How did he feel at that moment? Ten of Swords. Challenged by the Star card. The challenge at that moment. Him being the star. Challenge to remain the star. The energy that he's stewing in is that somebody externally, it's my whistleblower card, somebody externally has planted the sword. Somebody externally knows. In the past, the moon card's secrets being revealed. So how did he feel in that moment? The Magician, the rabbit being pulled out of the hat, blindsided. I'm getting blindsided is how he felt. He went there thinking he was going to, the introduction to Jerry in Zorella. Ah, oh, Jerry, yeah, I know Jerry from the past. Yeah, it's all good, blah, blah, blah. And this was pulled out. He was blindsided is what I'm getting. The immediate future. An offer was made that he could not refuse. How did he feel in the moment? false friend, sacrifice, stopped externally, the Hanged Man. So we've got the Knight of Cups externally, stopped in his tracks, internally, the Strength card, would have been a bitter pill to swallow, but internally strength, that's interesting. Hopes and fears, it's going to take him out with that Four of Swords. The outcome, an agreement that he could not refuse, that he had to make, an unbalanced agreement. The Four of Pentacles, we're getting a lot of fours, fours being immediately before the five. The Four of Pentacles, holding on to what is fundamentally important to him and the rest of it going up in flames. How did he feel in the time? The Ace of Wands. New beginning. Big, big new message that just set fire to everything. And then we've got the government. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We've then got the Ten of Wands. How did he feel in the moment? It changed everything. Now, remember I said, was it last week, the week before, that he shifted his allegiance from Russia to Saudi, and I thought it was because of the money. No, it was because of these photographs and the money, granted. But he's now gone back to the US government and put something new in play. Got instructions. He did. Got instructions. Now remember, he's not the main player. He's the idiot out the front, distracting while things are being changed in the background. So you didn't see it, don't bother looking. His speech to the army, the is it Fort Worth cadets? Is that the officers? Can't remember which one it was. Very, very lackluster. Heart wasn't in it, obviously. The cadets looked bored out of their brains. There was some cheering. I think, it was sort of someone was on the side saying applause type thing. His, this is really big. I am going to ask. We're going to. Is this going to come out? Look at what happened since Saudi and their fingers, their plans, their whatever it is, all over. Deep roots all over. So this changed the direction of the allegiance, which I said, was it last week, week before, just after he'd been there, I said, there's a real shift in his allegiance here. So it was money. Are we going to find out? Just a couple of cards. He was made an offer he could not refuse and sent on a new journey, new beginning, new direction. Look at what has happened since that meeting, the messaging that's come out. Are we going to think about it quickly? Just a couple of cards. Seven of Wands. Defending against. the new beginning, Page of Wands, the information being brought forward in defiance, the Supreme Court is here, justice, and the not choosing not to look. And then we've got Homeland Security coming up here. I go to the base, we've got Wheel of Fortune, so this is what we find out. The Wheel of Fortune turning, the Two of Swords, the inflammatory action, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups, two ending cards, I don't know that will actually, aside from the fact, yes, cards, just feel this is finding himself isolated, trying to balance, create his loyalties. You've got the government, you've got this inflammatory new start where he literally will set fire to everything because of some agreement. This is, it's in play. I'm just going to say it's in play. And this is bigger. This is huge. Okay, I'm going to leave that there because look at this, all afternoon to try and unpick it. I'm going to leave it there. Watch this particular space. Let's see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care.